Live at the Barbershop with Q.
Oh, okay.
John, the Magnificent.
I'm with that.
I was just trying to amp it up, you know?
Okay. Grind me, thirsty, bout it, you heard me. Grind me, thirsty, bout it, you heard me. Grind me, thirsty, bout it, you heard me. You heard me.
Live at the Barbershop.
Here we go.
Yes, y'all. It's Friday. Sorry for the delay. For everybody out there, I'm sorry for the delay. It's prom night in South Florida. I had to go to my little cuz, send off for her prom. So shout out to Jezaniah. Much love, little cuz. Stay safe. Enjoy the night. I had to do the family thing and then come in and we do what we do every Friday night. So shout out to everybody else out there, every family out there. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Everybody that's out there right now on the prom night. It was a Dubai theme. Oh, that's why I got the whole Dubai. I couldn't get the head wrap situation. I tried it. It just
Oh man. When John came in the studio, I thought they find Highland Miami, man. I thought they found Highland Miami, man.
Oh, I wish. You know what I'm saying? Black IT had his thing on point. Shout out to Shimi. Shimi had his thing on point. Shout out to my uncle, my aunts, and everybody else out there.
We was on point.
Lil Yo-Yo, Lil Jules, and the whole nine y'all. Manifa, everybody that was out there. Lynx, the whole family. Keisha, Junior, everybody out there, man. One love to everybody that came through supporting for the prom night for all these seniors. Stay safe out there, man, and enjoy life. Because right now, after this, you're going to be paying bills.
Congrats.
So enjoy every moment of it. Because reality going to kick in as soon as your ass graduates.
So you never carry a plate for Q, man? Like a piece.
There was no plate.
There was no plate.
There was no plate.
Oh, it's
There's
that
no
kind
plates. Nah.
Wow.
See, and the thing with it, I'm not used to this type of prom night graduation thing. I'm from up north. New York, let me say, back in the days in New York, the new New York is doing the same thing as the down south situation as far as having these prom, what is it called? A watch night or something like that? Prom watch night or something. I'm not used to this.
Oh, so this is
it's like a little party or
kicked off and
Met Gala.
Yeah.
Photo shoot and all this.
It's different, man, because when the prom night is when you see them kids pulling up in
I was
them
doing
Tesla truck.
Back in my days, if you had a limo, you was the man. But now they pulling up. My little cousin, she came in. She got an AMG kitted Mercedes. What is that? GLE.
And that's just for now.
That's just now. Still, you got these kids going out getting Lambos and all these extraordinary.
They go hard with this prom thing, man.
I don't know. I just see it a little different. Like I'd rather invest in you for the future.
Yeah, I think it's just a Miami thing because I've been seeing it more Miami.
It's not even a Miami thing now. I thought it was a Miami thing too until they educated me that it's an up north thing too. It's everything.
Okay.
So everybody's trying to outdo the next man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
the next kids.
So
trying to do the next
year.
Yeah. Like if I shouldn't say blow, but if I'm gonna put $5,000 into
that's nothing. That's just the dress.
No, wait. hey. You hear Black IT behind the scene telling you everything because he has two of them heading that way.
Yeah.
That prom.
That's nothing. One lady dropped 25.
It's crazy.
25 G.
If I'm gonna put 25, I'm gonna go get me a duplex, put that kid in that duplex. Because that's the future. That kid's gonna have something past that.
Yeah.
25 G's for one day, you don't have nothing to show for it.
Yeah. Shout out to the young people.
They not even gonna show the photos 2 years from now.
Yeah. Shout out to them. We don't wait on the pictures. Instagram, Facebook, everything. They shoot it out there.
Everything. So shout out to everybody. And again, my apologies again for showing up late.
Enjoy yourself, Queen.
I had no choice. It's family first over everything. You know what I'm saying? So the end of the day, yo, shout out to the family. Everybody out there driving for prom night and everything, please be safe on the road. I hope, I pray to God that everyone gets to their destination and get back home safe.
Yeah.
All right. So without further ado, let's get into this thing right now. Woo!
What are we talking about?
There's a lot of things out here. Shannon Sharp. For a minute, I said, we had other topics. Shout out to Papa Keith, man. That was an amazing interview.
Yeah.
We had with Papa Keith the other day. Now we on this, and everybody keeps saying, yo, I need to touch that Shannon Sharp situation. Touch Shannon Sharp. I said, yeah, we about to get to it. I had to pause out because I had to get family in first. So Keith came in, rocked out. We did his thing.
Yeah.
We're here now. So we got Shannon Sharp. And then while we put the Shannon Sharp situation, we got the boomerang. Boom, boom.
Smoke.
They said, who want the smoke? I said, hot damn, who would smoke? They
It's
said,
not no barbecue.
They say, not Smokey the Bandit, not Smokey the Barbecue, Smokey the Robinson. I said, oh, nah, not Quiet Storm. Oh, nah, not Quiet Storm. They say, yes,
Cool,
Quiet Storm.
Mr. Cool,
It's a
man.
Quiet Storm right there.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, man, I'm the host for the night. My name is John. Sitting next to me is my man Q. I'm a little hoarse
Yeah.
because the prom night was lit.
Yeah.
And after this, I'm going back to get lit it again. Okay. Shout out to my man Black IT and everybody else.
Yeah.
So now, Shannon Sharp.
I'm sorry. Q.
Yeah.
You gonna wear the hat until they vote?
Labor right.
I'm just saying.
Man, I didn't get in the shop early, man. I was busy. I didn't get that.
I'm saying.
I didn't get that cut, man.
I ain't trying to throw your business out there, but you know, you've been holding on to that hat
for a minute. You see? Hamilton say, all right, see, you wearing a green hat. Yeah.
No, it's not. We're talking about the you. We're talking about we're not talking about Dongayard.
You're in Miami.
Yeah.
So now Shannon Sharp. Okay. I don't even know where to start. I guess we can start with Moni. First of all, let's rewind a little bit. So let's go to the cat. Oh shoot, what am I doing? Look at my man AP in the building. Yo, my apologies, AP.
What's up, y'all? I see you.
Yo,
You straight. You feel like a terrorist today. I understand the vibes. Terrorist vibes today. I got you.
Yo, this would be Terror Squad. Right? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to everyone. The theme for the prom was Dubai. So yeah, they come with the Dubai thing. I couldn't tie the head wrap, so I just scarfed it up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so them young people can't go to Dubai now, so they take Dubai to them.
I guess so. You know what I'm saying? But Shannon Sharp. So let's rewind a little bit. So I remember the cat interview, Cat Williams interview. And he said 2024 at the time would be a revealing year.
Going into
2025. Hot damn.
Yeah.
A lot of shit revealed itself. Yeah. We didn't realize that the host of the show would get revealed as well. You know what I'm saying? But Cat Williams did call it out and say a lot of things will be revealed throughout the year. Yeah. So shout out to Cat Williams as well. But where do we start? Do we start with the fact of what Dr. Umar Johnson was mentioning with the Snow Bunny situation? Because
I beg your pardon.
It never stops, bro.
He has a history of Snow Bunny. He's been on the ski slopes.
Yeah.
Quite a few times.
Yeah.
Now Monique came on also.
Yeah.
And explained certain things to say, bro Ham, come off the interstate and come in the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he can do that. I just don't think he can do that.
It's not that dark on that side.
So now I've had situations with females now supporting and saying it's a money grab. I've had males that said it's a money grab. But then you have others that saying, well, let's wait it out and see if there's a history. Because there's another ex-female and from her vocal tone, she seems to be black.
Yeah.
That said, she's experienced the same thing, and
No, she's white. She's white.
Oh, she's white.
It
White.
must be snow.
Oh, damn. Well, shorty sound, because I heard the audio. I didn't see a visual.
I
heard
beg
the
your
audio.
pardon.
I heard the audio.
Yeah.
And yo, for real, I thought she was his sister, but
We
hey.
never stop failing with the snow bunnies, man, and nobody's getting it. Nobody's getting it.
So we'll
bro.
start with that. But then now, on the flip side now, here comes the boomerang. Here comes the boom. Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
So now, allegedly,
They want to smoke.
you have 4 individuals that, good night, Ms. Gordon. You have 4 individuals that are working for Smokey that the accusations are coming up of SA.
Yeah.
So we'll touch on that. We'll touch on that as well, because again, like the soundbite say, Cap, I've had individuals saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Not Smokey, Cap. And I've as always, will play the devil's advocate on here and look at it from both sides and not be biased due to the fact of his legendary status or the mere fact that we just love the music.
But they also attach his wife to it.
Yes.
For knowing.
Yes.
They said, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
And again, we do know that some circumstances like this have came up with different celebrities as well. So we will touch on this and analyze it as best as possible and keep it as alleged as possible. Because again, until it reaches the court of law, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Innocent until proven guilty. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we could just make an assessment on it. Yeah. So now let's touch on Shannon Sharp. So now, what happened?
I'm sorry. Shannon smart. We gonna keep that one.
I guess he wasn't smart, bro.
Yo, this is one big reason why those settlements outside are usually the way to go, whether you're guilty or not, because they can ruin a lot of stuff, man.
And see, now it's coming out where his own lawyer was saying, and I think it was maybe a communication or lack of, because he mentioned to a set of people that podcasters that it was in the tens of thousands that they were gonna settle on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when people hear that nowadays, when you say not 10, I mean my bad, tens of millions, not tens of thousands, tens of millions that they were planning on settling on, and not saying directly 10 million.
So
it put it in the stratosphere where it could be anything at this point.
So when these people meet in this type of position and they circle behind the scene, is it saying I'm guilty or I just want to keep my name?
Well, a lot of them
why would you settle if you know
settle to just alleviate
the name,
the media backlash,
and
everything that'll come with it.
Yeah.
To protect the brand.
To protect the brand.
brand.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
And especially if you have a contract or some sort of endorsements or something on the table.
And
that's looking very lucrative.
And
just you could use Puffy as an example. Puffy had the chance to settle with Cassie. He didn't settle with her, right?
Ari did, and he did.
Initially, he didn't.
No, initially he did not.
Right.
And she came out, and then Diageo was really the insurance company for Diageo was really the ones that paid out the money, right? But that's and you look at Shannon's situation, and they're saying that they were in negotiation for $10 million, right? She wanted $10 million. They wouldn't give her $10 million. Now you lost a $100 million contract.
Wow. So now it's just trying to figure out now, and then there's so many twists and turns that's starting to pop up now. So now you have again the ex, then you have this alleged video that he is alluding to that is a 10-minute video of certain request she requested.
Yeah.
But they're editing the video. So he's putting it already out there to say, look, if you see anything, it's edited. So show the full version of the video, not the portion that you want.
Yeah.
With me choking you from the request that you requested, which is also what was put out by his lawyer from the text messages that she sent.
Yeah, but there's valid point to, for instance, if I should ask, what's your opinion on that?
Okay, so let me just rewind a little bit and let me put it in perspective like this. So now with you, I guess prior to the Cat Williams interview, because I knew of his show, but it was nothing where I'm rushing home to go check on. You know what I'm saying?
What show? Shay Shay?
Right. Yeah, Shay Shay. It's nothing. I was rushing home to go. So you need that soundbite. What do you mean? Shay Shay? Shay Shay? You know, it's nothing I was rushing home to go see. If I saw it, I saw it. If I didn't. But when the Cat Williams one came up, I was like, okay, I honed in. I can't remember if I did subscribe, but I probably did. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm like, you got some good content with this. So now, if you put it in perspective with that to say, okay, that brought him to another level.
Yeah, the Cat.
Overnight.
Cat, yeah.
Overnight.
Cat
he even admitted to it.
Yeah, Cat blow the cap off that show, man.
So now, it's like you walking out your house the day before.
Yeah.
Just doing whatever. This happens.
You want to come, that's when you find that energy to go watch the show.
I'm just saying, no, this happens now.
Yeah.
You walk out your house, there's paparazzi and all sorts of shit in front of your house now.
Yeah.
Now you have to reevaluate your whole movement. Yeah. You can't walk out and do things the way you wanted to no more because there's so many scrutiny that's going to be attached to it. If you came out with some bummy jeans or you know, any little bullshit, they're going to be like, blah, blah, blah. So now, fast forward, he's at the gym. He meets this young girl. So
too young.
Okay, well, that's one. Two, do you just automatically get roped in that fast with the situation to know that I just met this person and she starts sending me all these crazy texts? You don't feel somewhere along the line, yo, this might be a setup. This might be a red flag situation that's going to lead to something else. You know, you understand what I'm saying?
You're a star. You got so much fans. Maybe you just take it at another fan.
I mean, AP, am I right or wrong? Do you?
Man, listen, that's
that's crazy.
19-year-old girl, OnlyFans. First, it's OnlyFans, and then it's I met her in the gym. You know, each one of them were looking at each other as something that they wanted to do or deal with, right? For whatever reason. She looked at older man with money. He looked at younger girl with naivete and, you know, that's fit. And, you know, so it was a mutual situation until people don't get what they want. That's when things, you know, usually bust pipes, right? Right. So whichever way it is, they had a S&M type of relationship. That's what the great relationship was about. Bondage and all types of
rough stuff.
You know, so
he got a lot of injuries, so they're gonna need that bandage.
But all right, so here's the thing. So I was watching this Cam Newton interview with Corey Holcomb, and he pointed out some stuff. And I listen. You already know where I'm going with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen. All right.
Backdooria.
All right, Backdooria. So I'm gonna throw the alleged thing out there, just in the universe out there, right? So, and listen, again, no disrespect to anybody in whatever your sexual preferences. Do you? That's it. I don't have no qualms with nobody. Do you? You understand? But what I'm saying at the end of the day, homie, set yourself free. Because ain't no way you could tell me. I think right now, certain things that you're doing is just to sidetrack certain things. To, like they say, you throw a booby trap on the other side of town just to throw the dogs off and everything. Because right now, the dogs is sniffing and barking. Come on, man. You playing double field right now. At the end of the day, I don't care what nobody want to say. Like Corey said the same thing. Yo, when money showed up at the airport, what you got on? What's that? What is that? You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying as well. Listen,
you're just keeping up with.
My man, I don't care. I had some dudes talk about, but you gotta realize, homie had an injury, so he walks kind of fun.
You keeping up with the Jones, man, with the crowd, man. You gotta realize
I
that,
had to tell my man, shut up. What you even talking about, homie? Stop playing games. Yeah. I don't care. You know how many athletes out here got injuries? And they just ain't bopping and weaving the same way. What you talking about?
Because he's not doing his age. And nothing he's not doing his age. His dressing, his fashion. He's not doing his age, man. And his choice of girl, man.
Everything just screaming. Screaming.
Crazy.
Okay? Just do you, homie. Be yourself. And I think by him, all that leak with the audio with the female he was with or whatever, so allegedly, was with the female and Instagram. And first of all, if you being intimate with what you on Instagram for? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, my friend. Grab your phone right now, right? And
I got it.
Go to Instagram.
Yes, sir. Let me go on it right
try to see how you can accidentally go live.
I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it right now. Steps. I'm old school, so hold up.
Look at the steps to go live.
All right, I'm on Instagram right now.
Right.
See what pops up.
And what you're going to see is you can't go live by mistake. Like that. There's too many steps to go live by mistake. You got to do 2 or 3 things once you get in to Instagram to get to the live part.
It's not like soft touch. You're on Instagram and soft touch and it just goes to Instagram.
Well, no, it's not like you throw your phone down and your phone could automatically go to no.
Yeah.
It's not.
So it was planned.
If he would have said Facebook, maybe.
Yeah. Right. John is old school. He's trying.
I'm on it. But I'm just saying, since you said it, it just popped up. So shout out to my man.
While you looking, I tell y'all, even think about this, right? There's certain people that've been in the industry, right, that have projected a hyper masculinity, right? Having their girls parade around naked in public and stuff like that. But you never questioned them because they always had a bad female with them.
Yeah.
Hence Kanye West.
Facts.
And everything that he's talking about, that he went through, and him coming out this week saying, yeah, I'm gay. Like all this type of stuff, right? But you can look at that as being someone that's narcissistic and that just wants to be in the limelight as well. Because no matter what he's doing now, he's not sitting at the top of the news for the KKK stuff, for the Jewish stuff.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the white wife with him walking around naked like she was. Like, so all these things aren't working. So you are either hitting on what the real is, or you're still bringing something up salaciously that will keep your name out there. Then flip to you while you. I know you went through the steps already. Now, do you see how you can go on Instagram live by mistake?
Well, here it is. I'm on it right now, so I'm gonna keep it 1,000. So shout out to my man, Yonel. So tomorrow is his stage play for Mother's Day. Dearest Mama, the stage play. So if anybody out there, I'm promoting my man Yonel right now. Shout out to Yonel and his wife. Yo, go ahead and go purchase your tickets for that. So you owe me one for that one. Boom, boom. Okay. I'm on Instagram right now. And I'm trying to fish through. So let me ask the tech in the building. So if I wanted to go live by accident, which one would I pressing? This one? Which one here? I got none of these.
So you gotta slide
Slide
twice.
which ways?
You hear that, AP? You gotta be
Slide.
sliding,
See,
sliding.
yeah.
You
So-
got to slide to the
I
left.
see.
You
Yeah,
gotta
so
slide to
nothing
the left.
automatically just happened.
No, there's no button to just go.
Oh,
live.
that's it's
Yeah.
My man showed me right now. It's way too much.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's about 4 things you have to do for it to happen.
And
Yeah.
then on top of it, you got the audio running and everything. Come on.
4 steps, yeah.
So
That's
it's either
the way.
that you were gonna go live or you recording on
Oh, okay.
on Instagram.
And you
or
got a countdown
possibly-
too? Oh hell no.
Yeah. Or you were doing it for OnlyFans, and
Oh,
that could probably be the example that she was doing it for her OnlyFans on Instagram. But still,
So
there's no mistake. You can't mistake that process.
Oh
So,
yeah,
yeah.
nah. This joint here got a
So-
what you call it there, a countdown to it too.
yeah, so
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
you don't know that,
verify.
John. So no,
Yeah. So we
John
know
got to a
if we
whole
see you
different
go
page.
live.
Yeah. So now listen, what I'm saying right now, I don't know why homie didn't just all right, look. So all right, if it's me, point blank, I just in my best DMX voice. Okay. Bitch is lying. Okay. Cause yo, if you already know what you up against and you know what time it is, yo, tell Shorty, meet me at the courthouse, man. I ain't even playing no games with you.
Yeah.
Show me the proof on that. Cause now a new audio came out with him. And again, it's edited. And you know she's setting the game up because she's recording all these conversations.
Yeah.
So she recorded a recent one now saying, he's like, yo, you know, I'm gonna choke you out. She's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna choke you out when I see you. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah, so he's
so
threatening
now
her
she's
at this moment.
right. So how she's
crazy.
posing it now is as if she's saying, well, why are you upset at certain things? He's like, yo, you know why I'm upset, but when I see you, watch when I see you, what's going on. So now anyone taking it, so now what I've seen, the white podcasters automatically, they're like, did you hear what he said? You understand what I mean? It's automatic.
Bing bong.
Then you have the black ones that are like, man, it's a money grab. So you got 2 different opinions on it from 2 different perspectives and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, not to put it out there where because again, you have to play devil's advocate. People in high positions will have certain behavioral patterns.
Yeah.
And if it's a thing where they got away with it once, twice, 3 times, then they're a repeated
Settled with
offender
it. Yeah. They're gonna
until they
settle
get
with it.
caught.
Yeah.
So now can you dismiss it and just say, it's a money grab?
Yeah. No,
Because you had
can't.
other individuals that played that little cry wolf situation, and that makes it bad for the ones that actually had something happen to them.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, again, when they say, well, why are you just saying it now? You have to think about all these different things that come into play with that.
Yeah. But that's the new pattern now of everything.
Mhm.
You don't say nothing until 20, 30 years after.
But, okay. So
Because I
again,
see one recently. Yeah, about this allegedly one Brian, a Lakers longtime player, Brian Scott. That's what's his
Okay.
name.
Mhm.
He's in this situation right now at the age of 63 too. But that age,
And again,
another allegation comes out on him. It's crazy.
but again, can we dismiss it? Because again,
And not until it put to the law and put to justice and
that's why
we
I say,
can't just dismiss it and say it's a money grab. No.
right, exactly. Because
Yeah.
it's a gray line in between it. Because again, it falls on both sides of the spectrum. You have one where females have lied before,
Yeah.
and they know that the courts and different things, as long as you bat an eye, cry, and different things, you can get certain things passed. That's not saying that the ones that it actually happened to are in the same category as those that lied about it. So for those that actually experienced something, we're not saying that.
Yeah.
But then you have the men on the other side now that a lot of people would bypass it. That's like a man having an SA situation happen to him. He don't say nothing. Like right now with this Puff situation, there's a lot of dudes coming out saying, I got SA'd by him, right? But then it's how many years until Cassie finally threw the first pebble for the ripple effect.
Yeah.
Dudes is not going to just willingly come out and be like, yo, Puffy, you know, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. So again, in perspective, some females, again, when they look at it and see the power structure, whatever the situation, whether you're in the industry and you're an artist, or again, not coming off subject because it's still on the subject, but again, in the Smokey Robinson situation, these were housekeepers.
Yeah, Smokey,
and immigrant housekeepers at that, which means that you're on a mission to feed family.
Yeah.
You're on a mission, and they know that as well.
Yeah.
So now what
because
do you do?
It come to the point where they say even underpaid, it's everything. So you're like, you know, they're in a cramped situation. They said these females are females with family, husband, and
that's why a lot of them didn't come out initially, because they felt ashamed.
Yeah.
They didn't want to say anything to their husbands.
And they were defending status, immigration status, everything. You see what I'm saying? But they actually allegedly say his wife have involvement in it, and that would be crazy.
Well,
meaning,
so
you know,
in Hollywood, you do have some of them that know that it's I hate to use the word, but what's it called? Cockle? It's the same situation where
cuckold
or whatever, cuckold or whatever.
Cuckold.
Whatever, however you pronounce it.
In Jamaica, you know what we call that?
What? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's the same situation where if either a husband or wife cannot satisfy the partner, they call on somebody else.
Yeah,
so for
exactly.
her,
that's my first thought.
So for her, if she know that Smokey's
he's not smoking,
is looking to smoke, you know what I'm saying? She brings somebody else to get the smoke. You know what I mean? So now with that, now she'll be like, "Look, I'm going to Walmart." You understand? That's the code. I'll be going for 3 hours. And Smokey's like, okay, I only need 5 minutes. She's like, I'll be going for 3 hours. You understand what I mean? So that's what they're saying, is that it's been a team effort. And don't dismiss it, because remember when we had it's called a brain fog. What's the dude up in West Palm Beach that unalived himself in jail? AP, I know you know it. And his female companion was what's her name?
Epstein.
Epstein, yeah. Well, I forgot her name. Her name was always hard to pronounce. Ghislaine?
Ghislaine.
Okay. It's no different. She's the one that lured the females in.
Yeah.
And brought the situation. So
she's
you
still
can't,
in jail.
Yeah. So you can't dismiss the fact that it could possibly be where his wife is like, look, I'm at a certain age. I ain't trying to hear that from him, you know.
Well, Smokey ain't no young dude, man.
He's no young dude, but listen, from what they're saying in the report, Smokey still got that smoke. I don't know. Because how it's been described is the fact that his normal routine is he takes a shower, comes out, put a towel on the bed, and then that's when he starts to fondle and do certain
I
things,
beg your pardon?
you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of them would tell him no, and a lot of them ended up quitting and moving on.
Yeah, man. too much of these allegations, man. These guys gotta be smarter, man.
But try and remember,
They
this is not
gotta
something that just happened.
Yeah, I know.
It's something that happened years ago, and they finally decided they're going to say something. Now,
Doesn't yeah.
again, this is where the catch-22 portion of things, where the society and everyone is asking, well, why now? And why so long? You understand? It's not as if something happened, let's say like a Diddy situation. We understood the first person that threw the pebble, and now everyone knew that there was a statute of limitation. There's a this, there's a that.
Yeah.
Especially in New York.
Yeah.
But for this one, Smokey been under the radar for the longest. You know what I'm saying? He been under the radar for longest. So, so for now, for someone to actually come out, then you're wondering like, okay, what's the agenda? What's the motive? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that's the one thing why a lot of people now question
the
situation to find out like what's going on with everything. You know what I'm saying? So,
but it messes up for people that are actually
there
victims sometimes. But we also should be understanding and know that there are people that are just ashamed and embarrassed for 10 to 15, 20 years that do have cases like that, don't want to say anything. And for whatever reason, whether they go to therapy or they finally speak to somebody, then to free themselves, they go out and they talk about what they've.
Yeah, AP.
I think
Your mic was going out, AP. Hold on a minute.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Repeat the whole thing, because go ahead, because you went in and out real quick. But go ahead.
Shoot, what was I saying?
No, you were saying those that experience that situation.
Oh, you have people that do go through 10 or 15 years of not saying something, and they've actually gone through something, and they've just been too ashamed, or they felt threatened, or were threatened, whether it was them or their families and stuff like that, and they go through a process of either speaking to a therapist or speaking to somebody they confide in, and to free themselves of whatever it is, they go out and they talk about it and they say something. But I don't see why a lot of people are going straight to civil cases instead of wanting to charge somebody criminally. If like the Shannon Sharp situation, it's not past statute of limitations. There's no that it's not
Yeah, it's not past it. Yeah,
at
so
all.
Right.
So going straight at a money grab, and then using the same attorney that had a bunch of bogus cases that is getting sued for $200 million by Jay-Z now, you're gonna have to deal with that. So just like Shannon is doing the same thing right now, he's suing them for defamation and for coercion and all that stuff right now to go through the fight. And he didn't stop anything. He didn't stop. The only thing he stopped was the ESPN show. The other stuff he still does. But if you watch the stuff, they had to cover up the sponsors that they had. Like Draft Picks is no longer a sponsor. They had another sponsor that was on the back of the logo in Ocho Cinco's house that he covers up with his jersey. So sometimes it pays to just settle, even though you're not guilty. But you look at people like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson never wanted to settle, and he went through the whole thing. But there were other cases before that he just settled to just deal with, to not have to worry about anything. But that one situation that he didn't settle ended up being something that he was found not guilty for, but in public opinion, he's still being persecuted for it right now. And he's dead.
Right.
AP question. When you file a court order for definition, does it come with like cash value or anything like that, or it's just a warning from the court?
Yes, yes. So
It comes with that.
um the
They rule that.
they count up the things that you have accumulatively lost. For
Mm,
example, he lost some NFL contracts. This is Jay Z.
mm,
I'll use Jay Z for example. He lost some NFL contracts. He lost some business from partnerships with people that were in Rock Nation. He
mm,
lost business from people that they were managing at Rock Nation that dropped out. He lost stuff with um, exterior companies other than the NFL and um, the Rock Nation
mm.
that were dealing with tech people. So as you accumulated all that together, comes up to $200 million that he is
Mm.
suing for the defamation.
Okay.
So they can do the same thing and flip and say they're going to sue Busby and the girl for $100 million because in actuality that's the contract that you've lost. Because of that, you add on the ESPN stuff because once
Hmm.
again you got to remember ESPN is owned by Disney.
Disney.
Okay.
Disney is not having none of that stuff because he is not Pat McAfee. Now, Pat McAfee could sit there and say all the stuff that he said, curse, but once again, Pat McAfee don't look like any of us.
Mm.
Facts.
So
Facts.
he's able to do things that people said that he would never be able to do, but it's happening because of who he is. And that's something
Okay.
that we got to understand. However, we may feel, oh, yeah, we're equal to whatever. They're showing us straight up that it's not like that no more. Whether you want
Mhm.
to think of it like that, but it's not like that no more as it was. So get in line, get in tow, or you just gonna have problems. You
Yeah.
know.
And
So now let me ask everyone. Um, do you think it's a possibility that these things could be truthful?
you asked what I was about to say, and AP said it earlier. There's a lot of victim out there. Just when we look at saying why these things, everybody's just saying it this time after so much years. There's a lot of victim out there that just they were scared to do it. They don't know the consequence. They even money. Can I? What am I? Where am I gonna find the money to sue this person with that amount of money?
Stuff, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Consequence.
Huh?
What happened?
We say about consequence.
Consequence.
That's your new word.
That's a Jamaican language, bro.
I'm out.
Consequence.
No, yeah, yeah, but you see where I'm getting, AP. There's a lot of victim out there that just,
Complaining.
they don't want to do this because, first of all, they're gonna say where they're gonna get the lawyer fees to go
Do
at
all of
these
this stuff.
people to do all this. They're thinking about that. I don't have that power. What they will do if I lose the case? What will happen to me? So
Yeah.
a lot of victim out there that
Yeah.
they find the strength when they see other people stepping up. So they're gonna get the victims all over, man.
A lot of
Yeah,
them.
I,
but even even the ladies with Smokey Robinson, man.
yeah,
I just sit and just look at it and just like whenever people are going through something,
yeah,
right? And people that went through that same type of thing, maybe or maybe not, they sometimes find courage in coming forward as they see other people are
yeah,
doing it.
yeah,
But the bad thing with that is at the same time people are finding courage to come out from being done wrong, you find people that are
yeah,
opportunists that
Mhm.
find a situation that they can come up from
yeah,
and they try to do anything because shoot, all those people that were going to these puff parties that were enjoying themselves, all that stuff, and then now you're saying this and that because you heard certain things. But the main thing was you heard that there was a settlement. So when you heard there was a settlement, that's when that dude came out and started saying all his stuff, and then they broke it down piece by piece, and he was thrown out. That case was thrown out. And to show you, even with Puff's situation, right now, their case is so weak that they had to they're trying to get the video, which has nothing to do with any of his charges, into the case because their case is so flimsy right now, because more than half of those charges have been, dismissed.
And the subpoena, what young man named Orlando, what is
Brown?
it? Yeah, the subpoena.
Oh man, listen, man.
Orlando Brown.
He
has to go trial.
That's
Yo.
the worst person you want to put on the stand is Orlando Brown, because he's been found to lie so much.
I saw something that they had Fabulous. They had Fabulous also supposed to be testifying or something. I'm like, yo,
they stretch they stretch, man.
it's gonna be good. Listen, you thought the OJ
So
situation. This is
what
gonna
about
be something when they
Mills?
start pulling in all these other celebrities now.
Meat Mills.
He definitely somewhere or another, like he definitely got to be on that, because they gonna ask him what was wrong with you in the pool.
Stop it, yo. Stop it. Yo, anybody knows.
They're gonna be playing Meek Mill's song in the background too.
Anybody that has dealt with illicit drugs, right? Especially the ones that they've been allegedly using, which was ecstasy, for example. Right? Ecstasy, it doesn't matter who touches you. I don't care what situation it is. You're touchy-feely, you're lovey.
You know how ecstasy is. Yeah, ecstasy put you on the other level.
No, I've never used ecstasy.
I'm just saying. I heard.
You saw him on that interview.
Yeah,
with Fabulous.
So I heard. I'm just saying. I don't know either, but I'm just saying. I know they said, "Listen, just the wind blowing on your skin."
Party. I want to party. Yeah, the wind.
No. When you gonna party with me?
You gonna party with me?
When you gonna party with me? I mean, party.
Yeah, the Fabulous like, when you talk about a party with you at my birthday, he's like, nah.
Crazy.
Talk about party with me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get that Rick Ross soap,
because he knows how them cats get down, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, man, listen here.
But see, here's the thing again, and this all ties into each other. Maybe exceptional to Smokey's situation, because again, he's been under the radar. But let's say these dudes there, at a certain point, because allegedly, again, you got all these celebrities now, bodyguards coming out telling things, and gym trainers and all this. You got Busta on the chopping block, you got Diddy on the chopping block, you got Ross on the chopping block, you got Khaled on the chopping block, all these. So it's like, all right, at the end of the day, all these people and none of this, like there's multiple people saying the same thing. I've heard these things, and I've been around people that have been around a lot of these people that, listen, you, industry-wise with a certain things, you know how the machine works.
Yeah.
And when a quick come up, somebody said, oh, but that person worked hard. Regardless of how hard they work, you have other people that's way more talented that's been working just as hard, if not harder.
Yeah.
Just because they didn't succumb to the madness, things ain't come their way. You see what I'm saying? But no one would just admit it and just say, listen, this is what it is. This is what we do.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 boom, boom. Like I said, for the Shannon Sharp situation, I understand trying to pay it out just to do certain things, but at a certain point when the individual say, nah, we going for the gusto. They heard that you got the offer on the table for the $100 million. They want 50.
Yeah.
But here's the thing where I'm saying now, where the red flag's been flying at high mass for a minute. Any female calling me right now, telling me about put big black babies in, that's a turn off automatically. I'm what? Yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you even talking about? Like, worse off, you from the skis club. Like, yo, you ain't even supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're offending me right now.
Yeah, and how much they're asking for Smokey? 100 million?
Nah, 50.
50 million for Smokey too?
And I think that's all four of them, I believe. You know what I'm saying? And that's for back wages.
50 million for four?
For them, divided up, plus lawyers fee and all that shit. But I'm just saying, again, if it's me as a celebrity, I'm in the gym. Some listen, anybody older than my daughter is a no-fly zone.
Yeah.
I don't care how hot you are. I don't care what madness you want to speak to me in my ears. I just feel automatically on some Perville.
Yeah. Because I
if
heard
you come over and my daughter is looking at her like, you know.
Yeah. That's the subject from a lot of females, you know. They're talking about it's not true on the money and the thing, but the young lady, you should never be involved even if it was consent. Come on.
Fine. But again, she has an ulterior motive. Now, for him as a celebrity, as a person who knows from being in the NFL and all that, you already know the game, you know the setups, you know what it is. They're going to tell you all sorts of wild stuff so you can be like, let me see what she about. You understand? But dog, you already know. After that, it's going to come problems.
Yeah.
So now, if it's me, I meet you, even if we struck up a conversation, got your phone number, I call you.
No.
And you talking all this madness in my ear about all this thing, and you gonna have to pay me. What she said, like 10,000 per cheek or something like that.
Yeah, you gotta reflect on your daughter. Oh, holy
25,000 per cheek.
25,000 per cheek. What? She's telling them that ahead of time.
So he knows what's up.
He knows what's up,
and
like,
he fall for it.
At the end of the day, you need to moonwalk out of that one day.
Yeah.
But instead, they let the little head start talking. The little head is like, yo, ski slopes, yo, youngin, yo.
Yeah.
You know, let me hide what my true intentions are. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff in between, and he just on the green light to go.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
And then here we are today. And here's the deal. He's not the first, and he won't be the last.
No, it keeps happening. Nobody's learning.
You understand what I'm saying? Not the first.
This one ain't learning from that one, that 10. But as we said earlier, it's a long time story comes up. So if it's there already, it's just gonna come out.
Yeah.
But if somebody started new,
I'm interested to see what
that's the problem.
The Smokey Robinson situation turns out to be, because
is this his second wife?
Yeah, pretty sure. A lot of Motown.
Because they were saying, like, you know, when they started it, she didn't know nothing. So, but I'm guessing that was with the first wife, and now they're bringing this wife in, saying, "Hey, she know everything." I'm like,
yeah.
And again, it might be something where they said to her, "Listen, you know, your husband been being inappropriate, blah blah blah." And she's just like, "Oh well, you know, he paid the bills, you know, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Or just deal with it if you want to work here. Who knows? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But again, can't dismiss it. People of power. I'm not gonna say men, because I'm pretty sure vice versa, females that got power probably doing the same thing. But for men, never ever gonna run out and be like, that's where the catch-22 comes in, where female and male are just never gonna be the same.
Yeah.
A female and could be like that individual where I'm the head of a Fortune 500 company. I got this amount of millions in the bag. I control this. I control that.
Yeah.
Who's gonna believe you over me? Now you gotta sit there and really evaluate it because you're like, shit.
It's not like that. Again.
Because you just don't know.
Yeah.
This individual might be able to just really convince people, and you sitting there like, yo, listen, you got a president that was on a reality show. Think about that. So anything can fly.
Yeah.
You know.
Let me keep that.
You know what?
Hey, P.
The alleged.
Before you close, man,
Yeah.
the grandfather of the Pope
Uh,
is from Haiti.
uh,
What you say, AP? You see that?
The mic,
You see that?
the mic went out.
AP.
his mic went out. His AP
Oh
mic went out.
man,
You said the grandfather of
the Pope.
Pope.
the Pope.
Yeah, he's from Haiti.
A man from O Block.
Yeah,
And
and
from what?
O Block.
so they gotta find out his blood type now because grandfather is from Haiti.
Yeah.
And
They thought they got a real
back
one.
before it even happened.
Yo,
Yeah, you hear what I said earlier?
you said about the Pope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
going
his-
crazy on the internet. His grandfather is from Haiti.
Yeah, man.
Mhm. But-
It's an interesting. I'm just waiting to hear. I already seen some Fox News stuff, and
Yeah, but-
and some reactions, But
Yeah,
yeah, man.
but you know, before the other pope died, before he died, there's this rumor that the next pope is black, but we were looking for the color black,
Exactly.
but it's the blood.
Exactly.
I done lost
It's
count.
the blood, man.
I lost count on all these popes and blase blah. So
No,
all I know is the last one was like what, Francis or something like that. So I don't even.
Yeah,
he's
man.
Pope, what he's Pope Leo.
That's what it is.
I think that's what they call him.
No, this one is Leo the 14th.
Yeah,
That's the
Leo
one.
the
That's the
14th.
one that passed away that Trump was cracking jokes on.
No, this one.
No. This
He's
one
he's
is
the
one-
newborn.
Oh, he just stepped in. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I stepped in.
See, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, look,
We got an American Pope.
some
Yeah,
may,
And
He was
I
Haitian.
think the
born.
diet. They said that
he's American. He's American. The Pope is American.
the Catholic the headquarters gave him like a what was it, a Lamborghini or one of these popes they gave. I think it was Francis they gave it to.
Yeah.
Lamborghini donated like some bulletproof
Mhm.
Lambo or something, and I guess he
No, the one that just died, he live a normal life. The where he lives, where they're supposed to be staying,
Right.
he didn't.
okay.
He stayed a normal life with a
I can
small
respect that. I can
room
respect
and everything. That's how the one who died. That's how he lives.
I can respect that.
Yeah, and they're saying this one now. He talks a lot about the immigration situation.
Yeah.
They talk about how they're doing the people, and so who's gonna disagree on him?
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
Yeah,
Field day.
yeah, it's gonna be a feel there with him.
Just count the days till you hear Trump saying, yes, it all happened because of
Me.
Vance and me being
Yeah.
there, blah,
We
blah,
pick
blah, blah,
him.
blah, 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 blah. We're
Yeah.
the ones that put it forward so that, man,
It's gonna be me. Know that already.
yeah, man, but
But
he's a joke. He's a joke. They're a joke. And I don't know if you guys heard it today that they're
Ford.
letting in refugees from South Africa.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I heard about the Ford
Yeah, why?
Ford company
South Africa.
situation,
Yeah.
but,
So
The what?
what's up with
Ford
Ford?
company. The Ford company right now is looking at
Ford, the truck.
Ford the truck. Yeah.
Okay.
They're looking at all abroad now to manufacture their vehicles
found on the side of the road. Yeah.
because they're saying that it's gonna be way too much after this tariff hits for them to even. It's gonna be the consumers getting hit with
Yeah.
everything. So
Yeah, I mean that's what happened. Why they made that deal with UK yesterday because understand, man. Bentleys and Rolls Royces and Range Rovers, like those all come from the UK, right? So
How many people get in a Rolls?
All under the umbrella
Man,
of Volkswagen.
how many of them getting a Rolls? You in
Volkswagen.
Miami, bruh.
Porsche too.
They getting the Rolls Royce, right?
Right.
But one thing, if you getting a Porsche or a Lamborghini, just know that 90% of the parts in those cars are Audi parts. So you might as well buy an Audi
Or Volkswagen.
or a Volkswagen, because those are the two companies' parts that are in those vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is also,
Volkswagen, Porsche.
you got a Boeing engine in those Bentleys and those Rolls Royces.
Yeah.
So there's a marriage.
That's when a rose broke down, you just lock it up and step away. They come
I
first.
tell you straight up, don't touch it.
You can't touch it. It's illegal for you to touch it.
Crazy.
Null and void if you do anything. You don't even want to touch the
You
lugs.
you can't even do you can't even change the tires.
Nah.
Wow.
Same thing with the Lambo.
You want to know how much the tires cost? Want to know?
Yeah.
Google it.
About no. My homeboy have one. My homeboy had one.
$2,700.
I'm about to tell him $2,500 each.
I just
And he broke down. His car went down on the side of the road. Called somebody else that he knew and asked them, and they said, "Yo, don't even touch. Don't touch anything, because if you even loosen one lug, you're gonna have problems on your hands."
yeah.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So just step away from it. Call somebody, come through and chill, or call them. They'll come get the car and do what they got to do with it. We brought the car around by us one time, and then he's like, "Yo, you want to guess how much each tire costs?" So I'm thinking like, I put it high, thinking, like 400, 500, 700, 800,
Regular tires cost
25. I know, but I was just saying, I'm not even thinking, 2,000 something each tire situation.
Yeah.
When he told me, hey, listen, man,
Is that run flats?
man,
Yep. They run flats too.
Yeah, but
okay.
the man got me. He said, "Yo, go sit down in the car." Sat down in the car. I'll be honest with you.
It's a car.
First of all, one, feel boxed in. I'm not even gonna lie to you. All right, and it's the same one that come with a little umbrella that pops out and the blah blah blah, all this stuff, right? So, but when you sit in it, the seats are so damn high that your head feel like it's damn near on the roof. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just felt like, yeah, I'm good. So he's like,
the ride was smooth though. Right?
I didn't know. Honestly, we ain't driving because we
for $2,500, the ride better be smooth.
Nah, I ain't driving. But here's the thing that's crazy though. So he got the Rolls, and he got a Bentley. So he said to me, yo, you want the Bentley? So I'm sitting there, I'm like, thinking it's a Mike Tyson thing. Like, what you mean if I want the Bentley? Like, you know what I mean? Like, cause he's like, yo, you want the Bentley?
I drive around the block.
So it was a blue, like I guess you say like a midnight blue with we would say peanut butter guts. So it had the tan peanut butter interior. But he's like, yo, he's trying to get rid of the Bentley because his dog, the claws kind of
scratched the
leather on the back seat. So I'm like, nah, he bought that car, if I can remember right, at maybe about $150 or something like that. So he's like, yo, you want the Bentley? So I'm like, well, what do you mean by I want it? So he's like, I'm just saying, you want you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I don't know what you're saying. Like, you got this joint here. You asked me if I want it. What are you trying to say? You giving it to me? He's like, hell no, I ain't giving it to you. I said, well, what do you mean if I want it? He said, no, I'll sell it to you. I'll just probably sell it. But he's like, yo, for you, I don't know, give me like 30, something like that. I'm like 30 with a Bentley. He's like, yeah.
So why you never get it, bro?
I ain't spending that. Yo,
The display.
Hell no.
Put it in front of the yard.
Yo, it'd be good, but the minute that bitch start giving some problem, my head will start swelling. You know what I mean? not about to play myself like that. No. So he's like, yo, for you, since you family, probably like 30. Because he's like, yo, right now, I can get about 50, 55. So I'm like, damn, 50, 55 from 100 and change? He's like, yeah, them shits don't hold no value.
Yeah, but
Worse that the shit got the dog situation.
if you ever driving on the street, man, something worse than urine come beside it, like, and you start worrying if it's you, and it drive past and you're like, damn, get that piece of crap out.
Huh.
But listen, I'm not, them things don't impress me. I ain't gonna say it. I'm just, it don't impress me. I'm cool with, I'm a Honda, Toyota guy, man.
No, we're Jamaicans.
You know what I'm saying?
Toyota, no,
You
no.
know,
Yeah, you got some people.
I get more impressed if I
Hyundai.
see a Lexus dropped with some deep dish rims and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That type of that's dope.
Yeah.
But to see the Bentley come around and nah, I'm good. So when he said, yo, give me 30 and you could pay it off. You ain't even gotta give me it up front. I'm like, 30 what? Fuck
Man,
it.
Hey, when you go Jamaica, dude, when you go Jamaica,
Take a lot of pictures in front of it.
it's crazy. No, it's crazy. It's crazy in Jamaica. There's nothing here that's not in Jamaica. Man.
Yeah, I know. Oh
Yeah.
man, but that's a Skendan thing.
There's nothing
You
there,
understand?
man.
But yeah, as far as everyone else, man, listen, for the victims, the alleged victims, we're hoping that you can get through this. You know, it's not a joking matter and everything.
Yeah.
And for those that are crying wolf, and you're making life difficult for those that are really going through things.
Yeah,
and,
making it bad for the victim, you know.
If somewhere along the line the truth finally comes out that this did actually happen, then again, unfortunately, as people in power, this is what we normally see with a lot of them, and that it's not just males, it's males and females. You know what I'm saying? So again, playing devil's advocate, we can't dismiss it. And at the same time, I'm not going to condemn someone until they're proven guilty.
Yeah.
So
For real.
at the end of the day, everything is alleged right now. When everything plays out in the courts, we'll see how it ends. And we can make our own evaluation individually. So on that note, I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Sorry again for the delay. It's prom night. And we're about to close shop and probably shoot right back to go chill out with the family and everyone else out there. And again, my little cuzzo, enjoy yourself tonight. Love you.
Yeah.
And man, this is the beginning to a whole nother world for you. So God bless you. God bless the family and everyone else that's out there. Shout out to Junior. Next week is your birthday. Family, we love you. Keisha and the whole 9 yards with everyone else out there. Shout out to Black Republican. Yeah, shout out to Mark and them too.
Yeah.
Once they give me the info, we'll drop it in. Club Nights is coming. Club Nights is coming. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna put that little hint out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sassy, Aaliyah, Madness, the whole
Shout
squad.
out to Jonice. Shout out to
Jonice. Shout out to Jazz. Shout out to everyone out there.
Leah.
MD.
Leah.
Shout out to Leah. You saying like 3 times. Norris.
Norris, right?
Everybody, Cali and them on the West Coast. Khalil. Everybody, Jamaica. Eki and the whole 9 yards. Jackie. Everybody. Robin. Everybody. Dean. Everybody. Ali. Everybody out there, man. Shout out to everybody out there. Did I miss anyone? Who? Shout out to Errol too.
Shout out to all our mothers, man. Happy
Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Thank you very much.
Shout out to the mothers, man.
Almost slipped me there. Sorry.
Enjoy the
for
weekend, man.
Yes, for all the mothers. Yeah, my brain is just on a whole nother level right now. But
shout out. Junie, shout out. Nadia, shout out.
All you parents, man, instead of spending, because y'all were talking about the prom, right?
Yeah.
Instead of spending what it would be to cost for a wedding, for a prom, invest that money, you know, or something, because it's outrageous now, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
Get a duplex, triplex, something.
Yeah.
get a bodega, something. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know. Not me. Sorry.
And them
Nah,
girls, where them wigs come from? India or China?
Everywhere.
Because
Brazil.
that
Like my man, who was it,
they say
Martin?
they got them Brazilian here for like 500 with this turf.
I think it was Martin Lawrence.
How it's gonna be?
Before. There's a ball horse somewhere shivering right now.
Shivering.
Cold.
Shaking. Shaking. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yo, shout out to everyone again. Please hit the notification bell, subscribe live at the barbershop here every Friday night. We're on all the platforms. Okay. So please tell a friend to tell a friend. We got a couple more interviews coming up with some individual book writers and authors and different things of that nature. So stay tuned. We will be in contact with you live at the barbershop every Friday night. God bless. Get out in the world and be somebody. Hot damn it. I'm out.
Go out in the world and be somebody.